There's a moment you've felt before, a quiet, almost invisible shift between you and someone. Nothing dramatic happened, no fight, no big conversation, just a subtle feeling sitting in your chest. I don't feel like talking to them anymore. And maybe you blamed yourself for it. Maybe you thought something was wrong with you. But here's the truth. The fatigue is one of the mind's most precise signals. A signal that, if you follow it, you can explain more about human relationships than most people ever realize. So today, I want to walk with you step by step, like you're walking inside your own mind, watching exactly how this fatigue forms, rises, and finally becomes impossible to ignore. This journey has 5 layers. Each one leads directly to the next. So, let's go through each one like an experiment you're observing. Here's part 1. When you meet someone new, your mind goes into assessment mode. You'll look for patterns, signals, and ways to understand how this person behaves. Everything feels fresh, and this freshness creates excitement. But here's the part we don't notice. Freshness has a lifespan. Once your mind fully maps a person, once their reactions become predictable, your attention starts eroding quietly, slowly. I call it the gradual erosion of attention. I created it. Okay, sorry. Not because the person changed, but because your mind stops receiving new stimulation. And humans crave mental stimulation even inside relationships. So, this fatigue doesn't mean the person is unimportant. It simply means your mind is whispering, I've run out of new input. Yeah. So, the next part is every person in your life has an invisible mental cost. Some take a little, some take a lot. You've felt it, of course, before. Like people who over-explain, people who ask questions and questions after another, people who unload emotions at the wrong moment, those who interrupt your mental flow, or those who need constant reassurance. All of these require energy, of course. And when your mind spends more energy than it gets back, it creates a specific kind of exhaustion. Social fatigue. You don't want solitude, you don't want people, you just want silence inside your head. So your fatigue isn't failure. It's a sign your energy hasn't been restored. It's really funny. And here's the interesting part. Every person has an internal rhythm. Not you. Sorry, it was just kidding. Yours includes as well, of course. So how fast you think, how slowly or quickly you speak, how much silence you need, how your emotions flow, how your attention breathes, everything. Just when someone's rhythm clashes with yours, your mind has to constantly adjust. Examples you already know is just you process things fast. They process it slowly. You speak calmly. They jump in constantly. You need pauses. They need noise. You need space. They need closeness. Or you prefer subtlety. They prefer intensity. That's annoying, huh? I know it. So, this mismatch becomes a low-grade mental pressure. Always present, always draining. You're not tired of them. You're tired of shifting your rhythm to match theirs. Another part is many moments of fatigue don't come from the present. They come from unfinished emotional fragments. Maybe it was a conversation you both avoided, a discomfort you swallowed, a misunderstanding left hanging, or an expectation no one addressed. Or maybe a small hurt never spoken aloud. Your mind stays in alert mode around unfinished emotions. Not fully anxious, just tense, just watchful. This readiness consumes energy, and that consumption turns into fatigue. You see that, huh? Which then attaches itself to the relationship. So you're not tired of the person, him or herself. You're tired of the emotions that never landed anywhere safe. This is the deepest layer and the most accurate one. Human connections depend on timing. Not the clock kind, not the emotional kind, and sometimes your emotional needs and theirs simply don't cure at the same time. You want quiet, they want depth, you want space, they want closeness, you want lightness, they enter with intensity. You want something, they want the opposite, of course, and that's how it works. This mismatch puts your mind in a constant tug of war, the pull to stay and the pull to step back. That inner friction is what creates the most profound form of social exhaustion. So you're not tired of people. You're tired of trying to meet needs that don't resemble your own. Sometimes getting tired of people is not an ending. It's a message. A quiet message saying you're changing. Your emotional landscape is shifting. Your needs are clearer now. Your awareness is sharper than before. Fatigue isn't your enemy. It's your translator. And if you listen closely, it doesn't push you away from people. It brings you closer to understanding yourself. Because the moment you finally understand your own mind, that's not the end. That's the first step. So stay with us. Your mind is just beginning its story. And in the end, the fact really does affect.